Horoscope for Gemini, Thursday, 7 May 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. You feel that pressure in the air, Gemini? It is as if the sky itself is holding the breath, an electric vibration that runs through the tip of your fingers and prevents you from remaining still. It's not a tension that seeks to scare you, but one that shakes you to wake you up. Today, the cosmos presents you with an intriguing challenge. There is a necessary friction in the environment, a dance between forces that seem to want to push you in opposite directions. You feel that duality, that little knot in your chest that appears when a WhatsApp message arrives at the least opportune moment, or when a brilliant idea hits head-on with an unexpected reality. The universe is giving you a lesson in balance, inviting you to navigate between the intensity of your emotions and the need to maintain the structure. Don't try to ignore this pulse. Today's energy is a whirlwind that asks you, instead of fighting the current, to learn to surf the wave of transformation. That cosmic vibration, though intense, manifests in you in a surprisingly harmonious way when you look into the mirror. Despite the tension that floats in the environment, there is a special light in your physical presence today. You feel like your skin has a different glow, a vitality emanating from your own essence. It is as if, when you prepare in the morning, the simple fact of choosing your clothes or applying a cream would give you back a feeling of control and beauty. You feel present, you feel visible. This Venus energy in your most personal area gives you a magnetism that you cannot hide. It is that subtle trust that arises when you feel comfortable in your own skin, allowing you to walk with natural elegance, even if inside your mind is processing the challenges of the day. It is your most beautiful shield, the ability to radiate harmony while the outside world seems to be in full storm. Taking this energy to the professional and material terrain, the panorama becomes a little more complex and requires all your cunning. You might find yourself in front of your computer screen, checking a bank account or budget and feeling a surge of uncertainty. There is a tension between the expansion that Jupiter offers you in your resource area and the emotional depth that the moon brings in your share area. It's like you're trying to plan a big project, full of optimism, but suddenly unexpected spending or an outstanding debt will force you to look at reality head-on. You may be tempted to ignore the numbers, but heaven asks you to integrate that vision. In your career, Pisces' energy invites you to trust your intuition, not just to look for cold logic, but to hear that feeling about a new job opportunity or a change of course. However, do not forget that Saturn asks for order. This is not a time of great impulsive risks, but of consolidating what you already have. It could be that moment when you decide to organize your bills or renegotiate a contract with renewed seriousness, seeking the stability that you so long for. If we stop for a moment to observe your well-being and habits, you will notice that your body is sending you very clear signals. With the energy of Scorpius present in your routine, there is no room for the superficial. Your body asks for a cleansing, a purification. You might feel the sudden need to change your diet, to eliminate that processed food that you love so much, or to start a much more intense and transformative exercise routine. It's like you feel like you need to clean your system, both physically and energetically. It's not a suggestion, it's a need that arises from the depths of your biology. The tension of the current transits can manifest as a slight heaviness or muscle fatigue if you do not hear this call. So today, the best habit you can adopt is that of full attention. When you drink a glass of water, feel how it moisturizes you. When you stretch after a long day, notice how you release the tension accumulated on your shoulders. Treat your routine not as an obligation, but as an act of love for yourself, a preventive maintenance for your physical temple to remain a place of peace. If we look now at your heart and your bonds, this is where the intensity reaches its peak. The emotional landscape is deep, almost oceanic. There is a mixture of affections that can be overwhelming. On the one hand, the presence of Mars, Saturn, and Neptune in your area of friendships and group projects can make you feel a little overwhelmed by the expectations of others. You might feel the pressure of a group of friends asking for commitment, or perhaps the melancholy of a bond that feels diffuse, almost like a dream you can't catch. But at the same time, the moon in your area of intimate transformations pushes you to seek connections that have real meaning, that go beyond the surface. You could have a deep conversation with someone very close, one of those that happens at dawn, where truths come out and secrets are shared. In the field of romance, Libra's energy in your area of creativity and pleasure invites you to seek harmony. But the tension of the moon reminds you that true love requires courage to face the shadows of the other. Do not be afraid of the intensity of an accidental touch or an accomplice look that shakes your soul. Today, the bonds are destined to transform, to stop being what they were to become something much more authentic. On the plane of your thoughts and your spiritual growth, you are in a process of deep introspection. There's a very powerful energy in your mental world, almost like you're exploring a cave full of hidden treasures. With the Sun, Mercury, and Uranus walking through your unconscious area, you are likely to experience moments of mental click, revelations that arise out of nowhere, perhaps while you shower or walk aimlessly. It's like a light bulb lights up in the middle of the dark. However, Mercury's square with Pluto warns you about the tendency to obsession or circular thinking. You could find an old email or a message that makes you cuddle an idea for hours, analyzing each word in search of a hidden meaning. Don't get lost in the maze of doubt. Your mind seeks to expand, seeks to understand the great mysteries of life, but needs you to use logic to channel that intuition. Pluto's presence in your belief zone is pushing you to question everything you thought you knew, to tear down old mental structures to build a much more solid and authentic life philosophy. It is a process of intellectual rebirth, where every doubt is, in fact, a seed of wisdom. If today you feel you need to do a ritual to manage all this intensity, I propose a tension alchemy. Since Mercury and the moon's energy are generating some friction, we need to release the emotional burden so that it doesn't stagnate in your body. Find a small piece of paper and a pen. In a moment of calm, write with total honesty everything that is irritating you today. That comment of a colleague, that doubt about your future, that little annoyance in your routine. Don't judge yourself, just let it flow. Once you've poured everything into the paper, visualize how a pure white light wraps up those words, dissolving the negative charge they contain. Then break the paper into very small pieces, almost as if you were undoing a spell, and throw it away in the trash, away from your sight. To finish, wash your hands with cold water and some soap, imagining that the water takes any residue of that irritation, leaving you clean and renewed. For today, I propose the soft gray color. Don't think of it as sad, but as the color of the fog that precedes dawn, a color that brings neutrality and calm to a mind that today might be too shaken. You don't need to buy anything new. Look for a discrete detail in your environment. It can be the color of your mobile phone case, a notebook you use for your notes, or even a small object you have on your desk. Using this color will serve as a visual anchor, a constant reminder that, in the midst of any storm or tension, you can find a space of serenity and balance. Remember that the most important thing is not the object itself, but the intention of calm that you place in it. Trust that every challenge you face today is, in fact, a stepping stone to your own wisdom. You will be able to transform tension into power if you learn to listen to your own voice. Have a nice day, dear Gemini. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.